Hello and Happy New Year. A few weeks ago, between Christmas and New Year, in spite of my best efforts and in spite of the best efforts of everyone I know, I managed to get the coronavirus. It was not a pleasant experience. The video previous to this, I talked about how my preps had held up while I stayed at home for 6 days, I think 5 or 6 days, due to all sorts of weather uproars, and then I'd managed to go grocery shopping. So a few days after that, I came down with the coronavirus, and again, I was home for 5 or 6 days. So it was kind of interesting to see how I'd seen how my preps had held up when I was well. It was interesting to see how my preps had held up when I was sick, and I'm happy to say they held up very well. My food preps held up particularly well because I literally did not eat for days. I would eat like a little bit, maybe a handful of tortilla chips or an orange or something, no appetite. But my med preps were what held me, what kept me going. A few months ago, I had done a big med prep shopping trip at Dollar Tree, and I bought everything they had and doubled it. I literally filled my cart, and I was so happy to have that stuff there. I had muscle aches, headaches, chills, night sweats, everything you could possibly imagine, and I had a pill for every single situation. Daytime pain, nighttime pain. Could not have managed without them. It saved me. I would have been even more miserable without them. I think every time you have a crisis, you realize what you're missing, but I'm going to tell you the two things I was missing, and maybe they can help you. I had been real careful to get anti-diarrhea medicine because nobody wants diarrhea. However, I found out that when you are laying in bed for days at end, your body doesn't like it. Our digestive system thrives on gravity and being upright and being active, and when we are not doing that, it becomes very sluggish. So I am definitely adding stool softener to my next shopping trip, and I suggest you think about it too. Also, the only thing I wanted, and the only thing I had somebody bring me and leave on the front step, was powdered lemonade. I don't know why I wanted that, but the minute I got sick, I knew I wanted that. And later on, I realized it was because of, I needed the sugar. I didn't even realize I would need the sugar. This was at the beginning. So I was drinking that all day. And usually I just drink water, but I was drinking this powdered lemonade with sugar all day. And I'm telling you, it kept me going. And I know sugar is considered a poor source of energy and this, that, and the other. Fine, this was a temporary fix to a temporary problem, but it made me realize that something I should have on hand is powdered electrolytes, because if you get sick like that, you need to replace what you're losing really, really quick. And if you're having like diarrhea or vomiting or something like that, you need to replace it even faster. So that is definitely the second item that I'm going to make sure I have on hand. So glad to be back. I am going to encourage you to do two things. Number one is to try to continue not to get this virus. I realize that some people's symptoms are lighter, some are heavier. Nobody knows which one they're going to be, and you don't want this, and you don't want anyone else to get this. So that's number one. Number two, always review your medicine preps. Make sure you have enough, because once you are sick, you go through that stuff so fast, your head is going to spin. And I was going through it fast, and I was the only one. If there had been 2 of us or 3 of us, I don't know, we probably would have made it fine, but I'm now committed to having twice as much as I had before in case there's a situation like that. So definitely a good time to periodically review what you got going in there. So that was my experience. Those are my suggestions. Wishing you health, happiness, and everything your heart desires in the new year. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.